Solve the inequality 2x squared minus x is less than equal to 3. Write your final answer in interval notation. To solve this inequality, first we find the zeros of the corresponding polynomial as if we were solving this equation. So we have to make one side 0. For this one, bring 3 to the left side. So subtract 3 from both sides. We get 2x squared minus x minus 3 less than equal to 0. Now we factor. We first solve as if we are solving an equation. Okay, it's a quadratic equation type thing. So let's factor this. So 2x squared is 2x times x, 2x squared. Now 3 goes 1 times 3 or 3 times 1. We don't know which one works, and we have to get negative 1 in the middle. If you get 3 and 1, and we have to get negative 1, so when we multiply FOIL, this 2x times x, 2x squared, that's fine. 2x times 1, 2x, 3 times 1, 3x, and we have to get negative, so negative goes here plus here. You can check if this factoring is good just by foiling. When we foil, we multiply this to this and this to this and check 2x x 2x squared, the last negative 3 times 1 negative 3. There is no issue for the first and last term. For the middle, negative 3 times x negative 3x, 2x times positive 1 plus 2x, so that's negative x. So our factoring is good. Okay, once we factor, then we need to find the zeros. So this becomes 0. 2x minus 3 becomes 0 when x plus 1 becomes 0 when x equals negative 1. And you can do 2x minus 3 becomes 0 when move 3 over, that means add 3 both sides and divide by 2, so 3 halves. And this becomes 0 when x equals negative 1. Okay, so you find the zeros. Now we locate these numbers in on the number line. The number line is negative infinity through positive infinity. 3 halves negative 1. 3 halves is 1.5. Let's say here is 3 halves, and negative 1 is here. And in our case, it's less than equal to 0, less than equal to, so this will be dot. We need to use bracket when we write final answer because less than equal to, and these are coming from, there is no bottom, so we don't have to avoid them because less than equal to, so dot. That means later we'll write bracket. Now we want to pick a testing sample point, okay, test value, or I would say take a representative from each interval and plug that into this polynomial here or here, doesn't matter, or you can plug in here and write down the sign. We want this polynomial to be less than equal to 0. That means this should be negative. We want this to be negative, so let's plug in here. Or we can write down fx, let's say that's 2x squared minus x minus 3. Pick a representative from each interval. It's the test point. So x equals negative 2 here, x equals, let's say, negative 1 3 f 0. This is 1.5, so let's take 2 or 10 or 1000, doesn't matter, and plug these numbers into the polynomial. Okay, because that we want that to be less than equal to 0. Plug in negative 2 here, or let me plug in 0 because that's easy. 0 minus 3, so we'll get negative 3. I just write negative. Okay, negative number, 2 or 3 doesn't matter, just negative number here. Plug in 2. 2 is squared, 2 times 2 is squared, 2 times 4 8, 8 minus 2 6 minus 3 3, so 3, that's positive 3, so plus value, we'll get plus value, positive value. and plug in -2 here. If you plug in -2, you are gonna get positive value as well. 2 times -2 is squared, that's positive 4. 2 times 4, 8, minus -2, positive 2, minus 3, 10 minus 3 is 7, so positive 7. You can use your calculator. Okay, we wanted to have this polynomial less than equal to 0, which is happening where? Here. Negative means -1 through 3 halves. So the solution is -1 through 3 halves, less than equal to, so we have dot means bracket. All that means if we take any number in between -1 and 3 halves, any number in between -1 and 3 halves, and plug in here into the original question here, that will be less than equal to 3. Okay, that means the solution. Final